Hey guys, this video is going to be a book review, well, more of a graphic novel review really, of Nimona by Noelle Stevenson, who's quite a well-known comic book artist and writer, specifically for, obviously, her webcomic Nimona that's now been collected into an actual graphic novel, as well as Lumberjanes, which is a thing that she's been doing recently, as well as writing for some of the new Thor and The Runaways, which is pretty cool. She also did the cover illustrations for Fangirl by Rainbow Roll, so that's also pretty damn cool. Nimona is the story of Sir Ballister Blackheart, a supervillain in a fantasy world. Sir Blackheart has just gained, in a strange turn of events, a sidekick. And this sidekick is the titular Nimona, who is a teenage girl and a shapeshifter. He agrees to take her on, where it turns out she's quite a bit more villainous than he is, as he's really just a good guy, being forced into being a bad guy to expose the corruption in the institution of law enforcement and heroics, the organisation that taught him and his nemesis slash best friend slash lover, formerly sort of, Sir Goldenloin, to be knights. Nimona ends up managing to help Sir Blackheart with all of his evil schemes, and in fact making him a bit more effective than he's ever been before, mainly due to her shapeshifting abilities, which seem a little bit too good to be true, but they managed to make the institution far more desperate than they have ever been before. How far will their opponents go to defeat them? And how will Nimona's secrets come into play? I really enjoyed this graphic novel. It is fantastic. All the characters were highly complex and interesting, and just really... My personal favourite character is Blackheart, though I did quite like Dr. Blitzmayer quite a lot. She was pretty funny and cool and irreverent in an interesting way. I really liked how clever Nimona could be with her powers. She could only turn into other animals and humans and people, but she managed to turn into cats and foxes to escape from things, and she can turn into dragons to fly away from things, and rhinos to bash through doors, and dinosaurs and stuff. And then she turned into an electric eel to escape an electrical attack, and it was really interesting how she was able to work with this, and she was quite clever. Plus, there was a whole running joke about sharks. So many running jokes about sharks. On a slightly more serious note, however, I also quite liked that there was a quite clear indictment of the nuclear deterrent option that we've been espousing so much in the UK and the USA. Because that's a bit of a plot point, is why the institution's doing whatever they're doing. Though the point is rather undermined by the fact that there is no other nations really mentioned in the story. So it didn't really make too much sense for why the institution were actually doing that. But it actually made sense as a point to make about it. I mean, I really did appreciate the sentiment, even if it did come out of left field a bit. Another thing I really enjoyed about this was the art style. Like, Noelle Stevenson's art style is really clear and simple, but it's also quite dynamic and clever and eye-catching. You can see the first 3 chapters of Nimona on Noelle Stevenson's website, as she took the rest down because it obviously got published and she doesn't really want folk to be reading the entire thing online anymore, to be honest. Does she? But it's really good. Overall, I really enjoyed this graphic novel, and I do implore you to check it out because it's really, really good. The comment question for this video is, what do you think of Noelle Stevenson's work? I'm curious to know what you think, so let me know down below.
I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails above to see other videos by me, including my review of the Welcome to Night Vale novel and my update on my 2016 commitments. Bye!